Sure.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Laugh Lab podcast. My name is Dave Kopp. This is Jason Wabshall. And today on the show, we have a very special guest. I'd like to say where he's from, but he's from everywhere. He's all over the world. He's an international man of comedy. It's the very funny Kyle Lucey, everybody.
What's up, y'all?
Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. This is really, this is a sick setup.
Isn't it cool? It's pretty
very cool.
It's fun.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
We've
stoked.
been having fun. This is episode 16, I think, or 17.
Congratulations.
So we're like,
Thank you.
just bombing along. And
we have
there's some of them have surprisingly amount of people.
Yeah, we have a lot of listeners.
And then some where it's like, oh, that's so cool, and the average run time's like 8 minutes. And you're like, what the frick?
But
Podcasts are hard.
You're
so
handsome.
have people.
You're handsome, so this will help.
Just run it on mute.
Yeah.
Take your show, you dog.
He's got fans. You could just share it on Twitter.
Yeah.
What's your biggest platform?
Instagram.
Instagram. Okay. How many followers would see this if you shared it?
Just about 60.
60 followers.
60,000.
I was gonna say 60.
That's like us. That's like us.
Yeah, 60,000.
60,000.
Yeah, so you'll share this up there. We'll pop it up.
60,000 people.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're watching this, like it, subscribe, and check it out. This is a Laugh Lab podcast where we talk to comics from all over Canada, and they come and do our podcast and talk to us about what they're doing.
Yeah.
So today you're at our club at Dakota's.
Yep. I can't wait to come back. It's been like 5 years or something. Something like that.
Yeah, and I'm stoked that you're here. I remember it was 5 years ago, but I still remember seeing you and being like, this kid's awesome. And you kind of just blew up since then. You've been all over the world now. Right?
Yeah. You're based out of Toronto?
I am based out of Toronto. Yeah, I've been in Toronto for maybe like 12 years, I would say. So, and I love it. It's a great scene. It is nice to like, obviously like go all over the place, but that's what makes Canada really cool. Like we were just talking about that. Yeah. Canada is basically a continent, because when I play everywhere in Europe, you know, I'm traveling the same amount as I am in Canada as I am in like 10 countries over there. Yeah. There's just so much here. So
yeah, it's a lot. And where do you prefer to perform?
You know what? I like the variety. Like
it's kind of a cop out.
That's what I was gonna say.
No, but genuinely, like I get the same
people, same reaction.
Yeah. My first time going international, I was kind of like, okay, what do they like here? Okay, I'm gonna do what they like. But now I make every crowd come to me. It doesn't matter.
That's cool.
It doesn't matter. Like
your style doesn't matter what it is.
It doesn't matter.
So where was the last place that you played that wasn't Canada?
Like Norway. I just do Europe and Canada for now.
We're excited. We've got some shows in Japan.
I heard about that.
So we're gonna go do that in February.
That's bad.
So you say to stay more to our style, or should we bend a little?
No,
we've been trying to learn Japanese.
Yeah. No, but I would say like the thing is, when you have the bright idea to be like, oh, what do they like? I'm gonna do that. 30 other touring comics did that that week. Yeah. So you have to so that's the thing. It's not going to get what you think it's going to get. But what I do notice is that like I always say like McDonald's sells noodles in China. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They sell, what do they have in Burlington, Ontario? Mm-hmm. So it's still McDonald's, but like, it's just what I've noticed is, because I do like a couple, maybe 100 or 200 cities a year, but it's the framing of it that it's still you, but it's like what I noticed, like there's this club I play in Norway. They have swearing middle of the TV. They have, that show Naked Attraction. Yeah. So it's not subject matter that's ever a problem. But if you, like, that New York type of style of comedy, like, hey, fuck you, bitch. Yeah. Like if you ever are doing a joke where you come across as kind of being a bit of an asshole.
It's like you.
It's on my stuff.
Yeah, well, talking about you.
Fat white guy that swears.
Yeah. No, that's fine. But like, genuinely, there was children in the audience, and I was doing this theater in Norway. I was getting worried because also I was the only English-speaking comic on the show, so I can't even read the crowd. Yeah, they're all speaking Norwegian. I have no idea. Like, oh, they like this or oh, they like that. the host goes on before and he goes, there's kids in the audience and the next comic's from Canada. He's nervous. He thinks you guys don't. And he goes, shit, piss. Cunt. He just says that in front of the kids. The kids loved it. And the mom messaged us and thanked us. But it's not the subject matter. But if I were to be like, look at this person in a wheelchair and just kind of be mean spirited, that bombs. So it's just like, and like every, like Ireland, if you get them right away, you could say trash comedy for the rest of your set, but they'll love it. But you got to get them right away. So it's like each thing is a little different. Super so you can do your style, but it's depending on where you are. That like you got to frame it differently, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed. For sure. How many years have you been doing this? 15. 15 years. Yeah. That's a weird number. Like a lot of people have been 15 years. 15 years.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what happened 15 years ago, but
that's when they start coming to Kelowna.
Yeah, you guys all started.
Yeah.
It was when the Anthony Jeselnik just hit too.
Really?
And there was a lot of people like just getting into it.
Yeah.
Because of that.
So much of his stuff I love, and every once in a while I'll be just like, wow, I must be getting old. I don't like that.
You are.
It is just a weird thing, but it's like so much of it will be like, oh, that's awesome. And all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, I like that.
You're getting old.
But it must be.
Dude, for like, if you're 25 years old and you're listening to that for the first time, it's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, well, a lot of that stuff is, you're like, what did he say or what happened?
Because you must have started when you were very young then.
Yeah, I mean, my first set, I was legitimately 12 years old, but I don't count that. Because I obviously bombed horrendously, and then like didn't do comedy. Like I did. The thing is, though, I was doing improv.
Yeah.
So like I was on an improv. Like every like high school has, at least in Ontario, I think it might be all over Canada, but there's high school teams that do improv.
Sure.
And then I just was walking by a bar and it's a comedy show, and I walked in there. I'm like, hey, I want to do comedy, but it was an improv night. Yeah. You know that pilot that I was just talking about with Colin Mockery? The producer of that, she's gone on to do that, but she had an improv troupe, which was an old Second City troupe. So when I was 15, I joined those guys. Oh wow! And that was like I was getting like $100 a gig, but I was in grade 11.
That's so cool.
that was kind of like
$100 in grade 11 is pretty good.
Yeah, I know. And I remember I took $100 bill and I put it in a vending machine and I bought a pop, and then $98 in toonies came out, and I was like, I'm a bum.
That must have felt real good.
So many toonies, every lunch I just bought
$100 in grade 11. Hell yeah, dude.
You don't even have $100 now.
Hey, shut up, Jim.
You've got 100 Kill Dave books.
I gotta spend all my bucks. Yeah, that's pretty awesome though. So you do an improv and stuff, and then you did stand up.
Yeah.
When did that turn into stand up?
I started because I did that one set. I kind of the thing is, I was like a child, and stand up is so obviously naked, and I don't think that adult audiences want to hear, because when I was 15, I was fucking smoking weed.
Cool.
I was I grew up in a trailer park, so I was like a shithead.
Very cool.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Also cool.
Let go.
The new trailer park boys. There it is. Yeah.
And so I would kind of be very off-putting, and I think
you should be off-putting.
Yeah. Yo. Jesus. That's a nice one.
I took that from I saw that on the internet. I can't take credit for that.
That was a good one.
But I did want to make him feel good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was... Yeah, I just started... Eventually, I was like, hey, I want to just start doing stand-up. And that's when I was about 15. 15, awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
That's really young to jump into that and to be no risks and just go.
Yeah. There'd be times, though, that I would bomb and I just couldn't deal with it. Yeah. I'd rip my joke book up and take a month off.
Yeah, but it's probably good for you, though. You got to fail. Yeah,
definitely. I ended up I feel like if a comic commits to maybe doing it often, around the 9-month mark in, you can make a room full of people laugh. It's probably hacky, or it's probably that's been done before me.
Jeez, take it a beat.
What?
I'm in about that 9
just described him perfectly.
There's my show.
I'm thinking about myself. But
just so the record, I did sell out the room we were about to do. I did sell this out last Friday.
He did really well.
So if there's only the 35 people there tonight, blame him.
He's a big deal over here.
But no, I mean, like, but that's just probably a generalization, of course. But yeah, like, that's it. Like,
But that's awesome. Your parents are like driving you to the club to perform.
No, they actually.
Yeah, you picked the wrong guy.
Me.
Oh, they just didn't want it at all.
I was actually opening for the Trailer Park Boys, but it was Randy and Leahy. Okay. But my dad dropped me after that. He's like, "This is the last show you'll ever do." And so then at that point, I was like, "All right, well, I guess I'm hiding this part because I would like." My parents, I love them to death, but they're like fucked out of their minds. So like, I would go to Toronto when I was like, I guess I'd start commuting to Toronto at 18, and 3 times a week I'd be there, and I'd take the GO train back to Whitby, and my parents had no idea.
They just go
do 10 shows a week, and they had no idea. My dad found a TTC transfer in my pocket, and he snapped. Oh, yeah. But that's about it. Yeah.
No, they didn't want me. That's dedication, though. That's awesome.
That's that'd be a good movie. Your life could be a movie. For sure. Because you always need someone to be like, "You'll never do it. You can't do this." Like,
yeah.
Well, a lot of people just don't believe. Like my parents. Like I was making more money than my parents when I was like 16, 17, selling. Like eBay came along.
Yeah.
And my mom at one point it was like I got kicked out of all the banks in Creston because it was all this cash that kept coming in, and they're like, "What are you doing? Is this really?" And then when we started selling Beanie Babies, my mom's like, "These are just like stuffies, right? Like they're not full of cocaine or anything." Yeah. So it's like because the money was just ridiculous, but they supported it, but they didn't understand it. And then when I got married, her whole family didn't have a clue. They thought that we sold pictures of men for a living. Like they couldn't figure it out at all.
No.
And then so I totally get like you have support, but it's like. To have nothing and to be banned from it at all, that'd be rough.
Well, I mean, my parents, I love them to death, but they are like, I don't want to even say that, but they were very abusive. Yeah. And they didn't want me airing the dirty laundry. Yeah. That's pretty much what it was too, right? But then like, my dad loves it now.
Okay.
And he always is sending me like, Jeff Dye?
Yeah.
My dad will send me Jeff Dye clips and be like, "You should do a show with him."
Yeah.
He's super supportive now. But I mean, it's great, also though. Like, you don't want your 16-year-old son in a bar.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing it in a bar? Like, it's kind of like, looking back, I think they just didn't want me drinking and stuff. Yeah. Not that I was.
That is young to start. I mean, yours, you guys have to be 19, I guess, in your club.
Yeah, we do. I remember when guys that he knows, Jack and Kyle, started, they were 18. And we just kind of sneak them in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was like, okay, but yeah, we'd sneak those guys in. If they're funny, and then no one cared that much.
And you want to make it, and they kind of look a little older. Yeah.
They didn't though. Jack looked like a little baby, but we still sneak him in.
I used to wear a suit. So like the one that my dad bought me for prom, I would wear that on stage so that I'd look older.
Yeah.
And I remember bombing so bad on a show, I walked home just to like air my head out.
Yeah.
On the walk home, I got egged. In my suit.
Way to make you feel better. That's awesome though. You've stayed with it. You've played some pretty big shows then.
I mean, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I done like, if you look at it, I've done like Massey Hall, which was like 3,000 people. The stuff I do in Europe is pretty big. Like I headline all the Yuck Yucks once a year.
But this is what you're doing for a living. This
full-time,
you're not going out and shoveling.
No, it's a full-time comedy. I mean, I act too, so sometimes, but acting is kind of like, when you get it, you get it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh great, I booked something. But stand-up is like, I have dates confirmed till the end of next year.
How many, because you put out one special so far, right? Do you have another one in the works?
I do.
How far apart do you think those are going to be?
The next special I'll be recording it next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you put out the other one last year?
It came out in 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and we talk about that
3 years.
A little bit on here.
3 years.
Tell these people what you mean special.
Like recording an hour, right? Or 45 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, my one was a 45-minute one. But I might ramp that up. The only reason why, like technically I could do one right now, but the next special is going to be much more conceptual.
Yeah.
So there's material that I have that, technically I could do an EP and a special for this next one. But, I did the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in Scotland And what I really liked about it is the style of comedy in Europe, as opposed to like the American style is very like, here is my act, or here are my jokes. But there, it's your act and your jokes, but there's a through line and there's a concept of it. So it's like, this is like my act and my jokes about, you know, finding out that, you know, I have a rare heart condition or something. God, yeah.
So like a story.
It's a story.
You want your whole set to be around a story.
Yes. And Ari Shafir, he did the Fringe Festival several
Oh, yeah.
times. You know,
His special is wicked.
Have you seen Jew?
I have.
It's incredible.
I just found out about this festival. We had somebody who was there.
Yeah, Dylan Reimer was here like 2
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, he was telling us about it. I was like, man, that'd be awesome. Let's
It's
do that.
kind of a, you know, that the festival itself, I have my own opinions about. People, like, it's not what people think it is, but I still like it, but it's not what people think it is.
What do people think it is?
I think people think that they're going to go there and get famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about drinks? Can we drink and
Yeah.
have fun and make people laugh?
Yeah,
That's what I like.
I would say that it's also like, I mean, not that you couldn't get famous, because like Baby Reindeer was a Fringe play.
Oh, yeah.
So some of the top, I mean, Nanette was the Henning Gatsby, that was a Fringe. Netflix is there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a friend of mine, shout out to Erica Ehler, she is with a really good.
She's a listener.
Yeah.
Erica, hi.
But she is with a very big. In fact, this Richard Gadd, I believe his name is. He's the guy with Baby Reindeer. You know Baby Reindeer?
Yeah, I do.
It's like a #1 show on Netflix or whatever. But
is this the one where there's
soccer.
that Sea Donkey was stalking that guy? I think I remember seeing that. Yeah.
So that guy.
Actually, it was a pretty good show.
It was good.
Yeah.
He is signed to the same agency as my friend Erica.
Yeah.
So obviously Netflix goes out to see. They're called I Am Agent.
Yeah.
Netflix is going to go out because their #1 hit was through that agent. So Erica Netflix coming out to see her. But Netflix isn't coming out to see like everybody because they're huge, right?
Yeah.
So if a lot of people go thinking that might happen for them, it might not. And then they remortgage their house. People make big things and then they're like £40,000, 80 grand Canadian in debt. So there's this.
There.
Yeah. That being said, if you just go there and keep costs low, like I stay at a friend's and stuff like that. I know I'm hanging out with 2 business owners, but I'm like a fucking, you know what I mean, a comic over here.
That's okay. I get that out of the comedy business. I've learned very much the power of the dollar is different. Yeah.
Very different.
But what's so cool about that festival is like if you like the whole world, because it's an international festival, every major booker in Europe is there. So let's say we do the show tonight and we all crush. The difference is when we walk off stage, bookers in Ireland, all of Australia, like 40 countries are there. And then you have like a tour for the next 2 years.
So it's incredible.
And that's from just doing spots. That's what's cool about the Fringe.
That's
and also
so
like
cool.
Seeing that style of through line, the story type of style of comedy I really liked as well.
So your goal really, I mean, every comedian's goal probably is to do a Netflix thing and be blah, blah, blah. But everybody wants to do that. But the money and the thing. But it's, just thinking about it. But that's your goal. But if you can go get a year or a 2 year string of shows out of this, that's pretty damn good too.
That's what I have been doing. I do that, but that's kind of like I have legitimately been on the road for 2 years, and there's no end in sight for that, which incentivizes me to do a new special or at least a new tour. I do a new tour every year. Like I'm currently on a Canadian Psycho tour. And the next one, I don't want to say it yet, but that's what I'm working on the next one. And I feel like every year, I'm not Louis C.K. where I'm doing a new hour every year, but I'm writing a new half an hour every year, which means that I want every 2 years to be a special. And, every year, when I come back to the clubs, I am giving them mostly a new show.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, because if you got 30 minutes of new stuff and you're mixing in some like crowd work and improv-y stuff.
Well, yeah, and I also I could do like 3. The thing is, I'm not like a big name or anything like that. Like I'm growing, but so it's not like you bought tickets to Bill Burr and you're like, he did that. That's from his last. No one's gonna fucking know. It's a whole new different crowd in like Germany or something, or even in Canada. It's very rare. There's people that have come to see me and they're loyal, but for the most part, they're only going to see maybe 7 minutes of the same stuff. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the sets that I do are 45.
It's probably your better stuff anyways, and they're laughing and having a good time.
Yeah.
I know sometimes like you do, and we've all done like the same stuff sometimes when the same people are there, and you see they're still reacting.
They're my fans. That's what they want.
It's like,
I'm sure too, like, the joke that you have, and then a year later, it's got so many different tags.
Yeah.
No.
So no, that's funny.
It's the same. I do like being into it for so. I do like when a program or an idea starts and like every show it builds a little and adds a little.
Oh yeah.
And some of the people that come to every show, they come up to you and they go, "Hey, like I heard that, but you added this." It is pretty cool that they know the different things. So it's not like, oh, you just give me the same shit for 25, 35 minutes.
Do you find when you're headlining, do you get to watch other comics or you not?
Oh yeah, I always I always do. I always watch. I watch the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to.
Why do you do that?
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know what's going on. Like I was at, I did this one show in Toronto, and I got there a little late because I was coming from another show. But apparently, a guy went up and said the N-word like 12 times. Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you still got the record.
Yeah. Oh.
That was 1996. Come on.
But so that, because I'm like, why? It's very awkward. You know what I mean? I'm like, what is this? And apparently that happened. So knowing that, it's like, not that I have anything, but then another comment goes on.
Yeah.
And he had a joke just about black people as a white guy. And it is a funny joke.
Yeah.
It's not racist at all.
But after that.
But just, you don't bring up anything as a white guy, black people, because you just heard the N-word 12 times.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just kind of like, I want to know if something's happened.
I've seen that kind of thing so many times.
It's just like...
And I sort of set you up for this answer because it's so important. Like, it literally kills me when comics come and they don't watch the rest of the show because it's like, you learn so much. Like, I had guys, they'll see something bomb or
the worst part's the crowd work.
The crowd work.
You've already, what have you done?
Yeah,
What's your name?
they've done it
and then
3
the next
times.
guy gets up, oh, what are you from? And you're like, the crowd's
or they've even just tread over some ground already.
Yeah.
Right? Where you're like, if this guy does his joke about fortune cookies and then the headliner does a fortune cookie, but then it's like, it's deflated.
But it is pretty funny when like we're at a show there, Jared's show, when everybody was picking on like that guy in that sombrero or whatever he was wearing there. Yeah. And like every comic came up and started their set with a joke about that guy.
Yeah. I mean,
so when you sometimes see those and you can jump on, or you saw something earlier in the show that you can come back to, I love that. Yeah. But like the repeating of stuff.
But repeating, that's different because it's like, at least they're doing the same whatever area, but they're not repeating jokes.
Yeah, and the racist stuff and
but the crowd work when you've seen the same crowd work 3 times or 4 times in a show. Yeah. And the audience is like playing along with it because they're just like, just get it over with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even like crowd work. I mean, I think crowd work has just inverted into itself, has become like an abomination of what it used to be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's
hot take.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's
we talk a lot on
that's good. No, it's good though.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it. I think crowd work is cool, but what I don't like is when the audience is doing the funny for you.
Yeah,
that's what's kind of like cringe for me, and I try to like, So in my opinion, if you are paying me, I'm not touching crowd work. Yeah. I might have things might naturally happen, like someone has a weird laugh front row. And I noticed that the audience is paying attention to that. Or you know what? If I'm clipping stuff up, I might do some like I remember I was in Ottawa, and front row, there was a guy who brought his dad to the show, but the dad didn't speak English. Yeah. So he's the son's looking at me and he goes like, and he's like translating it, but it's like very loud. And so the crowd work that I did was basically like dealing with what's happening here. But I felt like that was like authentic in a way where it's not like I'm just going to ask what this person does for a living. I'm going to ask this couple if they're fucking. And it's like, that's the thing. It's like crowd work turned into like, crowd work's cool. But if another comic had a joke like I don't like if I find out someone has another joke. I used to have a joke. I'm gonna have sex with Gordon Ramsay, and obviously it goes to having sex without a condom raw.
Yeah.
Because he always says raw. When I go to England, a guy had that joke.
Oh shit.
So, I mean, naturally, of course, if you have like he's always saying it's raw. How do I make that about sex?
Right. Yeah.
Have sex around me. So it's like right away you're like, okay, well I don't even want to have this anymore.
Yeah.
Because so I don't say that joke anymore.
Yeah.
But crowd work is be like hundreds of people have the "Are you fucking?"
Yeah.
That joke are all doing each other's jokes.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. So it's like if you're gonna do crowd work, do something else. Like I understand starting the conversation one way, but it's usually when the jokes end the same way. It's just, I don't know. It's just
it has definitely flipped because it was a skill set that not everybody had.
I like the riffing aspect of it.
But do you remember? Like you've been doing it a long time. Do you remember like when you started? It was pretty rare, and like it was a real like kind of an art to it, and not many people did it.
Not many people.
And now it's like just a tool that everyone has, and it's kind of like.
And I think it's cool. Like it does make for good content, and I think it is. It's cool. Like I don't think it's bad or anything, but it's just like, if the crowd. If their reaction is what's getting the laugh, and the comedian on stage is the straight man to the audience, that's a problem.
I like it. I like getting people involved with it if it's something that or that group or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
It's most of the shows. Like I said, I've done it. When you know those people and they're sitting with 12 people, and you know that if you say something about that, you're gonna get like this show on Friday in Toronto. The one guy got a wig like 8 years ago, and like everybody in this room knows it, but that guy doesn't think
That's
it.
Funny.
You better believe I'm going to be talking about it on Friday night.
Totally.
But it's like, those are the things where it's like almost like an inside joke, but when a lot of people know and you can make it funny, it's pretty good. We talk a lot on here about heckling. Do you have a really bad heckling experience?
Oh, tons, tons.
What's the worst one?
I mean, there's so many.
You won't beat the record for the worst one. One of our guys that was on here, his friend got killed.
No, that's
he was like,
I want to hear it.
He's like they killed him.
What?
Yeah,
it's in the Philippines.
It was in the Philippines, and it was a bad religious church. And he's like, they killed him.
They killed the comic.
They killed the comic.
Oh my god.
So I was like,
no, I mean I've had funny like occurrences. Someone tried to beat me up in Dublin. There were one Dublin I was doing this club in Dublin, and there was this like cokehead guy in the audience that wouldn't shut up. And when someone's talking, what I do is I will lightly roast them to get a laugh. Now the attention's on me, but I don't want to be like, hey man, be quiet.
Yeah.
Because now I'm not fun.
Yeah.
Now I'm lame.
Yeah, you got like substitute teacher energy.
Yeah.
That's not funny. And it's like, first of all, they're watching this person be the boss, me not be funny at the same time, which just slowly makes me lose authority. Yeah, so I have to be like, make fun of him, gets the laugh. Now the attention's on me, but he took it the wrong way. And he kept saying, I'm going to knock out that Yank. And I'm like, good thing I'm Canadian. I had no idea he was talking about me. But he thought it was like an American. But no, I mean, there was one time there was this girl, like I've had beers like thrown at my head and stuff like that. I used to play this club called the Corner Comedy Club. Have you heard of it in Toronto?
Yeah.
So they had what's known as the Danger Room. Do you hear about this?
Yeah.
So it was like a heckle room. And I religiously did it every week. It was every Sunday. And I'm proud to say that I was like one of the top guys that could do. Now I don't do that type of stuff anymore because it's just I want to like build material and like turn over specials. But there was a time where I did that, and the goal is to make the comic cry.
Wow.
Like they would say horribly racist stuff, horribly sexist stuff, anything that could hurt you was on
That's
the
the crowd saying that to you.
The crowd would say it to you.
So do you even get through a set, or you're just defending yourself the whole time?
So what I noticed is that crowd, you're either going to be their bitch or they're going to be your bitch.
Yeah.
And there's no in between. So I'd come out swinging every time, and there's only like 3 times where they ate me alive. But for the most part, I always won. Yeah. And I always was like, I knew rapid fire off the beginning and just be ruthless. So I would say, like a girl who was overweight heckled me, and I was like, Dubby, I forget what I said. I said, I could tell by your double chin that you love chips. Because I'm actually a certified personal trainer, like for real, and sodium retains water around the jawline. That's all I said. And she just like kind of shrunk it.
She was just done.
She just like, I just saw her lose like 13% of her confidence. So like it'd be stuff like that, but like that room was the room where if a female comic's on stage, just take your shirt off. If someone of color's on stage, just something right. The goal is to make you cry. And the comedians would punch holes in the walls, type of thing, and like kick the shit out of like people would snap. They'd film it, and that was the promo. So it was the day.
I don't think you should run that.
Dude, it sounds like I hate it, but it's also so tempting.
No, it was incredible.
Like it sounds awesome, but I'm also like that would be horrible.
It was absolutely Dan Gyrie ran it, and it was incredible. And you know,
so they just said anyone can heckle from the moment you get on stage.
Pretty much. Then there was a God mic in the back.
Yeah.
And I mean, for the most part, Dan was like the sheriff.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, all right, guys, a little bit. But the second you could smell weakness, it would just be,
Oh, that sounds
and like
intense.
obviously they'd call me gay every single time. I was clean shaven twink. So I would just be like the gay, like that's what they did to kind of hurt, but they're just looking for something.
Oh, you're throwing anything at the wall to see what if you flinch at all.
Yeah, and like the second that's just it. Yeah, if they call like an overweight person fat, the second they go like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, but like if you just go like, I'm fat, fuck you.
Yeah. I own it. That's half my shit.
No, they were like lots of people left that room crying and stuff.
Wow.
Or you would like destroy the room and kind of be known.
Fights in the parking lot.
Wow.
No, there'd be no fights, but it'd be like, people would have meltdowns and stuff.
That's crazy.
Kyle had those two little UFC guys pretty riled up there the other night.
Oh, yes,
the two
he
Amish
did.
guys.
Yeah,
That's the only time I've been in that room where I'm going, we might have to jump in here because these two guys are going to get up there and start.
I've had a couple. I had a guy get really mad at me just because I was running the room, and he was drunk, and I tried to shut him up a bunch of times.
Yeah.
They just don't want to hear that.
They're hammered.
Sometimes a guy that's like an alpha dude never gets told anything in his life, and you're telling him to shut up.
He's been thinking about making these little tickets, like just quietly to give to the people, like, hey, you're here to watch this comedian.
You've been overserved, kind of those passes.
That's actually nice.
Yeah, it's like be quiet.
Like nobody here wants to hear your shit.
Yeah.
You paid to see the comedian,
and that's just it.
But it's the instances aren't as common as. They're not that. It's not brutal.
No.
So it's like,
but that's what I mean. But some of those people, you need that.
It would be nice to have.
Like during our last comedy fest there.
Yeah.
That one night.
Oh
it
yeah.
Nice to have about 15 of those.
Would we have Brett Martin?
Yeah, like the crowd. It was just a bunch of crazy.
You know Brett
women.
Martin from Yuck Yucks? He's a big Yuck Yucks guy in Vancouver.
I've heard of him and I've seen him, but I don't know if we've done shows.
He's great. So he came down for our festival.
Nice.
It was 55 minutes, $5 5 minutes of material, and 50 minutes of defending himself to
fighting
these people. It was I've
done shows like that. I mean, I feel like a good comic is a good comic.
Yeah.
He's probably a really great comic.
He's a great comic. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
he was just having fun.
Yeah. All of us, a bunch of us were sitting with the comics, and we were having a great time.
The comics
we weren't on there.
Yeah, the comics were loving it.
But everybody else was like,
I like that. What Bill Hicks said, the act is what you fall back on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if the crowd's like that, it's like, all right, well, there's a storm at sea, and we're in the middle of the ocean.
He did a good job. He didn't want
he was fantastic.
He was just like, what else is next?
Yeah.
So here we're going to talk about this. This is my book. It's called Kill Dave. And I told you what. It's a choose your own adventure, and you're me, and you run the comedy club here.
That's what it's about?
Yeah.
It's about comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So you run the comedy club and you're me.
Okay.
And it's a choose your own adventure and you die a bunch of times, and that's for you.
Cool.
And so our question to you is, I don't know if you've ever thought about murder before, but if not a lot? Okay.
Not a lot.
If you were going to murder me and you have to get away with it.
And
it's the main thing.
All right.
Not just like how do you do it.
Not just shoot him. You got to get away with it.
If you were going to get away with it, how would you do it?
I think I would like like go on Craigslist and find a BBW, big beautiful woman, to seduce you.
Yeah.
And when she sits on your face, she would suffocate you. And then I completely
You
no
hire
prints
her?
or anything. Yeah.
Okay.
But it would be like yeah.
He just say he likes to be smothered and he doesn't want to breathe.
You'd have to be into it. I don't know if you're into it.
I'm into it.
Look at this guy.
I'm into it already. Let's do
Then
it.
it's just him with a wig.
You're like, how much are you paid?
Go, Jays, go.
Okay. So I got smothered by this lady.
Yeah, BBL.
And you paid her.
Yeah.
So then she sneaks out of the room.
Sure, yeah.
And then what do you do with the body?
It's like she's
What do you do with the body? She eats you.
Okay, that's great.
There you go.
Not a trace left.
Okay.
Just everything right to the bone.
All your clothes gone, even that speaker here.
Yeah.
Be a
let's
good
do
way
it.
to go, I guess.
Hey,
Get
there's worse
suffocated.
ways.
Yeah.
Imagine just walking in, her mouth is around you like a elastic jaw snake.
Like
Yeah.
Anaconda.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
sweet. And then she kills me after.
Yeah.
How much do you think you'd have to pay for that? How much do you think you'd have to pay?
I'm sure I could find a deal.
Yeah.
Well done.
We need you to go visit this guy's trailer park.
It'll be like the
Yeah.
30th page on Google. I'll search it for a while, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you
you.
so much. Thanks for doing the podcast.
Thanks for having
And
me.
we're excited to. Are you going to come to the shows now that you've been convinced he's funny?
I'd love to go, and I know he's funny, but I want to watch Game 7.
God damn it.
Hey man, when's the next one gonna happen?
25 years, right?
Yeah, it was 32 years.
32 years.
So a long
It's
time.
a curse.
So
And it's
Yeah.
also as you said, if they win, it's huge.
it's a big financial game
So
for
let's-
us for sure.
okay,
So I do
go-
want to do it.
go
I'll
believe-
catch you in town next time
Go,
or wherever
James.
you're on the road. We're going
Yeah.
to start doing this a lot more.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what couple shows you got coming up? Tell these guys.
Yeah, I'm doing a 5-week Western Canada tour, and then I'm going to be for 2 months touring like Ontario area. That's the Canadian Psycho tour. I'm on the last kind of leg of that, and then Europe is going to be starting in February. I'm starting with Ireland. About 10 countries in there, but at KyleLucey.com, LUCEY. That's where all my stuff is.
We'll post a link up there. Kyle's going to share it on his, and we'll make it work. And